Magic Legends. Diablo clone in Magic the Gathering universe made by Cryptic Studios. Is horrible. Based on the open beta impressions. You can validate them for yourself by downloading the open beta right now, at the very least at the moment of recording of this video. And here I am to share the unbuttered, unapologetic, honest opinion on this without any clickbait BS that tells you all over YouTube right now that the game is not so bad, best class for you and all of that. None of this is gonna happen in this video. I'm gonna run the footage in the background and tell you exactly what's horrible about this game. Stick around if you want to hear more. Hello everyone, my name is Gyro, I am your host here. Normally we cover World of Warcraft, a little bit of Outriders and more of Outriders, because Outriders is an example of an emerging, wonderful game where World of Warcraft veterans such as myself could spend some hours, a few hours of time here and there if they want to switch between the games. And this is the only context that I have here in terms of my channel is about World of Warcraft. I'm a World of Warcraft dedicated player. But I always kind of am on the lookout for some prominent titles in the genres that I like, that could give me a little bit of that switch, occasional switch, yeah? So Magic Legends, Magic the Gathering is a hugely well-known, beloved universe of the card games, yeah? Similar to Hearthstone, except harder if you have lived under a rock and have never heard about Magic the Gathering. So for the record and on the record as a disclaimer, I actually like Magic the Gathering and my son is very seriously involved in that game, so I am supportive of it. I am respectful of people who play Magic cards. But I am a Diablo fan, I'm a Path of Exile fan, I'm a Minecraft Dungeons fan, I'm a fan of action RPGs. That's why Magic Legends, when they said that the open beta is coming, I was crazy excited about it, crazy excited. Now I've downloaded the open beta, let's just jump straight into what's bad about this game, based on open beta impressions. I have to say it yet again, I'm sorry for wasting your time. It is open beta impressions. Maybe the end product is going to be vastly better. In fact, it better be better, pun intended. Because at the moment, based on what I've just seen in the open beta, and that's what prompted spontaneous recording and spontaneous release of this video, it's horrible. First of all, just starting from the launcher, starting from the impressions that I see from the launcher looks like it was created in 1995. And yes, I understand that the launcher is not always reflective maybe of the quality of the game. However, we live in the modern world and it's simply, when you look at this launcher, it sets the expectation. And sadly, this expectation is correct in the end. So it looks like this launcher was made in 1995 and it just sets the expectations that the game itself is going to be similar. Kind of underbaked, slightly glitchy, slightly put together from some old pieces of I don't know, templated content that they had. I look at this and I think, wow, it's like Time Machine just took us 2 decades back looking at that launcher, okay? Now the game itself loads. I am not that crazy much into the lore of Magic the Gathering, however I do understand who Planeswalkers are, and this is not a guide for the game, which is why we're not gonna stop on this and I'm not gonna share my understanding with you of what it is. Heroes, basically, yeah? Heroes. Classes themselves are interesting. I obviously watched the preview video, got excited about it obviously from the official channel, so they made it look polished and they made it look good. So I was excited to see and explore. I picked the Beastmaster, basically, equivalent of a Beastmaster, and the good thing, let's get it out of the way, because there is one big good thing that is worthy of mentioning. The big good thing about Magic Legends, I think, and I have not tested every class, I do not have that much time and that much motivation now, but looking at Beastmaster, or whatever that thing is, I think that the abilities are interesting. Abilities are very Magic the Gathering-like in terms of the cards, in terms of how you boost your character or you summon a creature, and that creature is basically, in cards it would be a minion on your field, but in this case you just summon a creature and this creature fights for you for a little bit. I absolutely love some That's a key word. Some of the animations of those creatures. I love the fact that the Beastmaster can summon literally a huge beast next to him, and that huge beast actually contributes to the damage dealt significantly. It's not just, you know, in World of Warcraft, for example, you're a Beastmaster hunter, and the beasts, when they cleave, do contribute to the damage quite a bit, but not enough in my opinion. I think a Beastmaster should have like 80% of damage done by the beasts. That's what I think. Lore-wise, like common sense-wise. It looks like, I do not know, I haven't done quantitative analysis, but it looks like in Magic Legends, at least for Beastmaster class, that's where they're leaning to. So it looks like that might be the case. I actually enjoy it. So the concept of your abilities being based on the cards in your deck, so you unlock abilities, but those are not abilities, those are cards in your deck. And then there are some randomly given to you, as if you're playing Magic the Gathering card game, given to you randomly. They replenish and they are given to you into your hand type of stuff, so that you can play. Press 1 or press 2 and you can play that ability. Cool. A little bit of randomness, fun randomness, somewhat predictable randomness because it comes from your deck, yeah, from however many cards or abilities you have in that deck. This is all fantastic. I actually enjoy that element of it. The element, funnily enough, this is probably the element that was one element that is there and could make this game different and set it aside from similar Path of Exile, similar Magic, similar Minecraft Dungeons, similar Diablo as far as the ARPG gameplay is concerned. So that card deck play interwoven into the dynamics of ARPG is beautiful, is fantastic. The core of it, the design of it, I actually think is solid. It's the execution that sucks. It's the 1995 dinky launcher, as well as the game performance, horrible lag, level design, completely no monitoring of the world chat that was telling me to claim some free pack, that it's impossible to see or ask a useful question, ask people to help you, or even just, I don't know, communicate because you're excited about the open beta, whatever. I understand it's open beta, but clearly these bots or whoever those people are, they are straight on top of it, and it's completely impossible to talk. It's possible to play, but it's impossible to communicate, and it's impossible to use the chat for what it's worth. And I think when you literally just launched open beta, wouldn't that be the main time? Wouldn't that be the most focused time that your team, who in Cryptic Studios, who launched Magic Legends, when they would actually keep an eye on it? Wouldn't that be the main time for you to monitor your game, to monitor and make sure that it performs well, that you respond quickly, that you ban those bots instantly? As soon as it said claim free pack, you ban it. Claim free pack, ban. That attitude showed itself straight up to me. And yeah, I'm judging by open beta, but that's all I have to judge by. And quality sucks. Support is non-existent. At least I don't see them, right? Performance is horrible. Game is laggy on a decent PC with default settings that the game put forward for me. I didn't play with any of those settings, but default ones, presumably the game in 2020 freaking 1 needs to detect the best settings from my PC, yeah? And perform well. That is horrible. I run over some of those tree branches, tree bridges from one little zone to another, and my character starts stuttering there in one spot. I understand it's open beta, but it's a pretty finished client to me. Maybe not optimized client, I get it, but this is front and center, completely unacceptable. It's a horrible build, horrible stability of the game. It's just visual bugs, clear FPS dropouts. I didn't even project FPS, I don't know how, but I'm sure you can somehow, but the performance was horrible, yeah? Now, level design. I understand we're following a quest line. I understand they're trying to give me the tutorial and trying to explain what it's all about. That's fine. That's fine. What's not fine is that you're building, guys at Cryptic Studios, you're building an action RPG, and I have to run these vast areas, relatively vast distances, with no action whatsoever, with no enemies attacking me. The time between me engaging with a couple of spiders and then going across 3 screens virtually, yeah, continuing my journey, and then something else pops out, is boring as hell. It kills the flow of the game in ARPG. In ARPG, the action is consistent. That's what A stands for, Cryptic Studios people. That's what A should stand for. So it's not, my criticism is not just all about 1995 appearance and about the horrible performance that can be tuned, of course, but it's also about design of the levels. I heard some people among that horrible spam, read among that horrible spam in the chat. I saw someone say that they're playing a necromancer and their minions do barely any damage. So that's tuning. That's all tuning. I was, like I said, I was actually okay. I was pleased with how my beasts were performing for what it's worth, without trying to actually pay particular attention. Are they doing enough? Are they doing just under damage? You know, I played only for maybe 40 minutes. Maybe about 40 minutes, where I got this footage from, now edited obviously down. But performance, level design, old feel of the production, where they invested quite a lot of time into maybe minute details, and the graphics is okay if you zoom in, if it's your thing. It might be, the style might be questionable, might be subjective. I sort of enjoyed it. The style was not bad, especially the beasts that I summoned. The beasts are very magic-y, kind of as you see them on some of those cards that you actually have. I guess if you've never played the actual physical card game, the trading card game of Magic the Gathering, you might not know what I'm talking about. But it's cool, it's alright. So that's my rant for today. I am disappointed. So the publishing of this video is prompted by the fact that I actually found out about open beta coming out like a few days ago only. A few days ago, ran a poll for my community. Some people voted and like, yeah, I will check it out. I was the same as you, and I'm always on the lookout for kind of the next sudden discovery, such as Outriders were for me. Funnily enough, Outriders, I know a lot of people have been talking about Outriders for a while, not me. But I kind of discovered Outriders with the basically open beta that's currently on Steam still. And I was like, whoa, that's so much better than Destiny. That's going to be so awesome to switch from World of Warcraft to occasionally, while keeping both games. That's my intent here on this channel, right? And then similar effect. Wow, Magic Legends, my son is playing Magic the Gathering. Magic Legends, I play Diablo. It's awesome, it's going to be great. And then I look at this, and I'm like, what year is this? It's just disappointing, and I'm so disappointed, genuinely disappointed. Genuinely wanted for this game to be better than it is, at least in the current open beta state. I pray and hope that it will improve for its own good, for the community's good, because I wish for people to have fun and to enjoy the game that they're obviously looking forward to. But at this stage, looking at open beta, you let me know in the comments down below how you found it, what class did you play, if you bothered to play one. But I found it to be rather horrible, unapologetically horrible, and I'm really disappointed about it. I wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it. This is where I'm gonna wrap up this rant. Thanks very much for tuning in today, and I'll be speaking to you again about most likely World of Warcraft, at the very least until Outriders launch. That's when we're gonna start interweaving content about Outriders into my lineup of videos for you. But right now we have a lot to say about World of Warcraft still, so next video is definitely gonna be about that. Stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you don't mind. Thanks very much. See you later. Bye bye.
On the bass like this, like this, like this.